Admiral's Log, October 13th, 1915. After several months, another war with the French Empire is concluded. After arduous negotiations, our two nations were able to agree to a peace treaty. The French were forced to pay reparations, which netted us a battleship, a battlecruiser, and several $100 million. Interestingly, their battleship appears to be in line with our doctrine of many smaller guns. The choice of ammunition, however, is appalling. The French battleship has both a reduced complement of shells and a very limited number of high explosive shells. Sadly, as we don't have the original blueprints of the ship, we can't adjust very much. We'll have to make use of the ship as is. Our naval industry is in full swing to replace the barrels on most of our ships. Due to the high rate of fire, our ships have the barrels wear out faster than expected. It's a price I'm willing to pay, as our rapid fire-breathing barrels have succeeded in burning down entire French task forces at this point. For now, briefly, the whole of Europe is at peace. I highly doubt this will last. The hatchet is very clearly not buried. A minor spark, a minor incident, will be enough to once again set Europe ablaze. We will use this interbellum to research upgrades to our guns. Experiences during the war have shown some shortcomings in rate of fire and accuracy of our guns, and now that we have some time, we can improve our weapons even more. By the time that the next war comes around, we will be fully ready to breathe fire once more. I have found that I've come to need war. When we're at war, I'm fully engaged in managing the affairs of the Navy. Men require orders, officers look to me for guidance, and strategies need to be thought up. Now that we're at peace, my mind wanders. It pulls me back into memories. Memories such as doing wood carving with my son, together creating a toy ship for him to play with in the tub. Memories such as getting married, with the officers from my year of the Naval Academy creating an honorary arch with their sabers for my wife and I. Memories such as my baby girl smiling at me for the first time. That life, that peaceful life, was taken from me, brutally and abruptly. Those were the happy days. I highly doubt they will come again. Even as it's already been almost 6 years since that fateful day, I cannot move past it. It has left a permanent mark on my life. A black ashen stain that I cannot and will not wipe clean. The memories of my family are all I have left of them. Hey guys, Stealth here and welcome to episode 9 of the Europe and Embers campaign. A year or two has passed and the French have been stoking the fire. A serious incident has now occurred which involves the French. One of their profound politicians was assassinated. They want me to pay them a lot of money. Apparently they value their politicians at about 161 million. I, however, do not, and this probably means war. So war erupted between the Austro-Hungarians and the French, and let's see who else gets dragged in. I am at war with the French. I am very much liking the Italians. The Italians are not at war yet, but could join soon. I just don't know why the French would really want to pick a fight again. Because they don't have any new ships that they've built. I outnumber their ships more than 3 to 1. And I'm eager to have all of these new ships, and definitely refit ships, because they are all available. Well, not all of them. The Sabenicos are the Mark IV now, armed with the Mark III 6-inch guns. Because I've been doing some research into gunnery, and we now have the Mark III 6-inch and the Mark III 5-inch. So all of those guns and all of those ships carrying those guns have been upgraded. So, once more, into the fire. We're going to send our ships. There are a bunch of heavy cruisers around. That's interesting. It's a bit busy here, so let's send all of these guys out to the coast of France. Insofar as we have them available. Of course, we're going to send out our new prize. Because, well, we have them. These are officially both French ships, and for me, it's the only way to get battleships. We're also going to send out the new class of ships. That's the Phoenixes. All of these are going to go out to sea to escort the battleships. And the rest of you Let's park you... having an okay amount of presence. They do not have a lot of ships. I think the majority of the ships is over there, and then probably the rest is operating in the west. If they have any. Okay, let's just park you flat out in the Western Mediterranean and see where we go. Now, with war, I get a lot more money. I'm still maxed out on naval capacity, so I'm now at 164% of normal. And that means the rest is going to go nicely into research, which I can max out, and I still have excess money. So let's go and find some French task force and put them down. Now, something interesting is happening with my ships, because I have fairly small guns. And the bigger the gun, the more power projection that you have. So, despite me having a lot more ships than the French do, my power projection circles are positively tiny, with the exception of the guys here. And I think that that is down to this battleship, which has 12.5-inch guns. The group here barely makes a mark. They just don't have a lot of presence, and that's 2 heavies, 2 lights, and 6 DDs. So we're going to park these and hope to intercept the battleship, because I want to see how well the napalms can do against that. As for this, we should be forcing an encounter, but the battleship, the battlecruiser, and the destroyers are not yet making contact, so let's hope that changes very quickly. Research on cruisers is progressing quite nicely, and I'm going to get new cruiser for battlecruiser designs, new hulls. It's not what I need. I need bigger battle... No, not bigger battlecruisers. I need bigger standard cruisers, average cruisers, heavy cruisers, light cruisers. Anything that is a cruiser, so long as it's not a battlecruiser. Wow, you cannot keep swapping these things out every 2 months. Louis has been replaced because he is underperforming. Or, well, he's about to be replaced. Ah, would you look at that? A French battle group with the Indomptable class of battleship. The Democratie class is starting to show its age, but is still a potent fighter. Their new heavy cruisers have arrived. These are the Love class. The Naiad, once again, or at least they built a new one. And it seems that they're still operating the Jean de Vienne class. I think they had these at the start of the campaign, so they're not that much updated. My ships are... And we're also seeing some of the new Ember class with the 6 5-inch guns, as well as 12 torpedo launchers, and the Velebits to one of the napalm ships. Just one? Okay. Anyway, we got the numbers, they got the guns. Let's go and party and burn some shit down. Normally, I'm used to having fewer ships than the enemy. This time around, they only have 7 ships. Which is cute. I have more destroyers alone. I am fleeting. It's a lot of ships. I'm fighting at them. Or I'm going to fight them with 29 ships. Yeah. That's a lot of boats. Let's go. Formation. Yeah, there we go. Formations are already a mess. Everything that looks, walks, and talks like a destroyer, just group up. Everything that looks like a light cruiser, join up. No. Whatever, you know what? I'm not even going to bother. If you guys want to sail together, it's fine. Sail together. So, show me a French unit that I can melt. Your French melt is the seasonal dish. Let's have a look at the new napalm boats. There's one. These guys upgraded with the Mark III 5.9-inch gun. Pretty long range, 14.8. Although I'm not sure they will actually fire that far, and due to having a trained crew, they can fire every 10 seconds. Torpedo launchers, not updated. I'm not actively researching that, so the range is just 6 kilometers and change. The fire starters have also received their updated 5-inch. I slowed them down some to give their bow gun also a slot for a standard 5-inch. And because these are 5-inch and not 5.9 long barrel, they reload in 5.4 seconds. So a lot faster. In exchange for less range and probably less damage. Of course, everything is deciding to clash together. Time is slowing down, that's good. Sankt Andra. It's another ship class we haven't seen yet, because they got these side-mounted 7.9-inch guns. But they're very short barrel, so they only have a range of 9.2 kilometers. They reload faster than those 5-inch guns, those 5.9s, with 8.8 second reload. But in order to make these work, I'm going to need to get right up in their face. Because anything less than that means I simply don't have the range, or I don't have the barrel length to make these things work. So that's going to make for all sorts of interesting fighting. Pushing a light cruiser into somebody's face is generally a great way to lose the light cruiser. Ditties over there. Don't clash too much, would you? Yeah, we're fine. I really want to see how well these new guys do. Outnumber them more than 3 to 1. This is hilarious. There we go. Pew pew. 9% chance to hit? Wow. That makes me really happy. That's the battleship, yes. Everybody, you know what to do. Load the high explosive and go to town. Load the guns, load the guns, load the guns. Now I have seen these guys, because I have one. The French were kind enough to give me one after I forced a peace treaty down their throat. And they carry quite a lot of firepower. So it is pretty imperative that we burn these guys first, before they start burning me in return. I also know that their protection is somewhat limited, and my torpedo launchers should be able to make a fairly decent dent in these before we take too much damage from that battleship, because this can probably deal a fairly healthy or unhealthy amount of damage. Torpedo away. Cleanse them with fire. Notification 46%. I don't like this blob of light stuff, because it means there's a really high risk of getting torpedoed. Especially since we're at 3-kilometer range. Damage to the main tower. Yeah, these things have an issue with their protection. They simply don't have a lot of superstructure armor. Which is a reason why I'm not too keen on them. Holy shit, are we gonna melt this battleship this fast? There's a lot going on that ship. Not all of it good. I've done 2.2k damage, 2.3. They've done 66. Really? They've lost 10% of their crew. The Charles Martel, standard bulkheads, standard quarters. So just push them a little harder and you're gonna find that they all turn to dust. We all do, it's just gonna take them a little bit less time than most of us. Wow. Age-old trick. Target the ship behind your actual target. And this... there you go. Boom! Boom! This thing happens. That's a fire. That's what I was going for. Yes, Naiad. Show how happy you are. Show how happy you are. Now, one sad thing is that the French probably haven't had an opportunity to build more battleships. I mean, they got this thing, so I really... well, I'd like to get it. Because it's my only way of getting battleships, because I have set this rule for myself that I cannot build them. But it's not necessarily a great ship to have. At the same time, I need it dead if I want to win the battle. So yeah, we're gonna have to take it out. Oh, hold on. Opportunity. You are behind the actual target. Implacable. So Strasbourg is gonna take some more damage. Jeez, are you not done exploding yet? No, you're not. Rockets just to take off all the 4-inch guns aboard. Hold on. Could you maybe not torpedo the Brendryen? That would be great. Heavy cruiser group, focus on the Lalonde. DDs. DDs, focus on the battleship. Wow, they're still flash firing. 21 ammo detonations? Jesus, sucks to be you. Ah, torpedo hits on Strasbourg. 21 ammo detonations? 23? 4? What the fuck? Oh, they did manage to torpedo the Brendryen. That was the Lalonde, definitely. Salzburg, return the favor. Because this thing has the damaged rudder and some flooding. It's not going to be very agile. Destroyers in the meanwhile burning off the battleship. And my battleship has done an okay amount of damage. Targeting light cruisers and battleships alike. Perfect. And now I want you to focus on the battleship, please. This thing has a very terrible amount of HE ammunition. It's not great. And I don't like this thing switching back to AP, but it just carries almost nothing. Hello. That was a lot of torpedoes. Was that the Brendryen? Yeah. That was the Brendryen going, fuck you. And now this thing also starts to experience the flash fires. Look at that. This thing is hell. Just utter death. The way that she's listing, she should be dead. She is. Gone. Okay. Oh, yeah, no, just hit him with 3 more torps for good measure. 4 torps, fine. Stop kicking it, it's already dead. Here's your new target. If you can torp that, that'd be great. If you can burn it down, that'd be better. Strasbourg. And Implacable. Implacable is hiding behind Strasbourg and doing remarkably well. It looks like Strasbourg not doing so hot. Actually, we're going to turn that way. Not doing so hot, and yet doing really hot at the same time. All things alight. And I think we're going to see them surrender any minute now. Charles Martel might have the same issue, actually. Yep. Extensive fire. Attack the Austro-Hungarian nation. Burn my family, and I will attack with fire. I will reply in kind. Okay. Can you dodge torpedoes at this range, please? Strasbourg dead. Sankt Andra. Well, something launched a torpedo. Oh, shit. That was close. Whew. Engine damaged. Fire, 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 fire. Ah, 3 more torpedoes into the Strasbourg. These are all gonna dodge. Very good. That's the end of the Implacable. Chateau Renault. No torps. We sent those against the battleship, apparently. Did we actually hit something? No. Ooh, that's some really high-end damage. It's probably coming out of my ships. Yes! This is not great. Somebody hit a friendly with a torpedo, causing serious damage. Yep. There's the original fire starter dead. This is somewhat unavoidable considering the sheer amount of ships I have here. And because I have a really high muzzle velocity, all these guns fire a very flat trajectory. So it's really quite easy to hit friendlies. Best put this thing down quickly before we do even more damage to ourselves. It's not good for the Firestarter D9 here. I'd say get out of the way, but you got some engineering issues. Just see what you can do. Chateau Renault, surrender. The best thing for you to do right now. If you do not surrender, I will burn you down. And trust me, that will happen any second. Boom. Okay, dead. So, 73,000 damage done, 18,000 of which with torpedoes, which was the highest damage number so far. That's interesting. We still got the Implacable, well, had the Implacable. Time to deliver some democracy there. Wait. There's a survivor? Who? Wow, there's one ship we haven't seen. I'm not chasing that. I think the message has been delivered. Because there's one CL that made it out alive. I lost one destroyer. Second one badly damaged. And that's probably mostly due to friendly fire. Because friendly fire just isn't It just melts your own ships as much as it melts the enemy. On to the next one then, where we have another fleet of heavy cruisers, backed up by 1 CL and 2 destroyers. Solferino, of my own Indomptable class, is going to have to show her might, backed up by the Triton, or maybe the other way around, considering displacement on the battlecruiser is higher. Then we got 1 Napalm and all the Phoenixes, 4.9-inch guns, pretty rapid fire. Let's go burn it down. In case you haven't actually seen the previous episode, it's where I inspected this ship. She is, despite being French, quite in line with my mentality on this campaign. She has a lot of 9-inch guns. All of these are amidships. She has a bow and stern 9.3 as well. Then a couple of 5.6s and a large portion of 3.5-inch guns. That's quite interesting. Triton has been detected. Oh crap, all the Phoenixes are doing weird shit. Make it one huge division and just go. Phoenix D2 is on fire. Sorry, P2. I renamed these from Ds to Ps, so I know that this is a different ship class. Ah, hello. Now, Solferino has been benefiting from the new and improved Austro-Hungarian crew training, so they should be very swiftly initiated into the ways of the flame. For the Triton, however, we haven't had that much time to train her, so it's going to be a bit less of a performance. Lots of fire going out. No hits being registered. Nothing. There you go, partial. Okay, the P3's the boss. You're leading this party. Try not to shoot each other up too much, if you don't mind. Because that would really save me a lot on repair bill, and also make sure that my captains don't have to write home to the families of the sailors who died, explaining that it was friendly fire. Although I'm not sure they would. Alright, you guys are going to return to port. Solferino is going to have to deal with this alone. If she will. That'd be lovely. Hello. 7-kilometer range. So... there you go. 0.3? Wow. Okay. Now, let's... oh, that ain't great. Let's have you engage the heavy cruiser then. There's a few of those. I also want you to have to engage the heavy cruiser. And I want you guys to start firing up this lead cruiser. The secondaries are going to have to deal with the destroyer. So Farino is going to have a bit of a rough time dodging those torps. She's not fast, and she doesn't turn very well, and she doesn't have a whole lot of torpedo protection. Anti-torp 3. Oh, they just ran out of steam. Plot armor, save me. Beautiful. Okay, tirailleur. Secondaries on that. Sorry, primaries on that. Secondaries on the tirailleur. Turn the guns. Quick. Mark are these guns? Mark 3? I'm impressed. And these? Mark 3. Tirailleur, extensive fire. That was fast. Okay. I don't believe I did that much damage, but sure. If that's the thing that the game registered, then fine. How's the situation going here? Quite well. This one has not done any damage. 215, 32, 0, 27. They still need to come into their own a little bit. Right now I'm not that impressed yet, but it looks like the main guns weren't even targeting the enemy yet. They are now, and that means that the Phoenix P3 is opening up with her 4.9s, reloading every 5 seconds, and spewing hot lead. Designed to put the ship on fire, and in case of the Colmar, it seems to be working too. Colmar has received only 25 hits, but is largely ablaze. Alright, Triton, tell me how it's going here. Ah, very good. Very good. I want you to chase that down. It's a bit odd chasing down a destroyer with a battle cruiser. But it's the fastest ship I have, I think. My DDs really aren't that fast. 35 knots. They are still a bit faster. The only thing I gotta keep an eye out for is when that destroyer of theirs reloads. Okay, pay attention. I want U3, so that's the P3, the P2, and the P7 to engage with torpedoes there. I want you. It's the P6 and P5 and P8 to engage with torpedoes there. We're going to spread our torpedoes out between these two ships. The Colmar and the Bélier. We still need to do so anyway. Let's have everybody smoke up. Yeah, right there. Wait. You. I want you to detach. You're very close to the Carabiniere. To take that down. And also, it is almost reloaded. Ah, there you go. Extensive fire. Go after this. This is probably the most dangerous ship they have at the moment. Hello? Guns? Guns! Fine. Turn towards the enemy first, and we'll deal with you after. In the meanwhile, Bélier is the new target, and this guy came in with engine damage. Because I don't believe I did that, but I did see a warning saying one ship had engine damage at the start of the battle. It's probably him. Waldeck Rousseau. Can you actually shoot? Thank you. They are now selecting the destroyer as a target for the torpedoes. It's an interesting choice. This thing can run at 33, I can only run 30 on the napalm. Right. Needs more fire. These guys still haven't launched torpedoes. Fine, if you're not going to do it, then just let me know and I can adjust my strategy. But just refusing to comply with orders is not quite how I want to play the game. Come on, we need 1 or 2 good hits on them. They flood, they slow down, and they are easy prey. Right now, it doesn't work very well. Solferino doing what I want her to do, which is tank damage. She's taken a lot more damage than she's dished out. Fortunately, these heavy cruisers do have torpedo tubes, but I'm very much on the edge of torpedo range. Focus on the Waldeck, she's already taken damage. Oh, hello, Tonnerre. Are you really sure you want to be in front of that ship? Because you might inadvertently get hit. You're not the target, but if you offer yourself up and you get down Mr. President move, then yeah. Not much I can do. This guy's definitely running. 3% chance to hit's not good enough. That's with the long barrels, mind you. All of you, focus on the Waldeck. Solferino lost one of her funnels, don't worry, she does more. Start putting some of these actually down instead of damaging all of them. You don't have torps. You still have torps. You don't have torps. You don't have torps at all. Okay, Solferino, let's go. So far so good. You want to launch torpedoes in this direction? Go ahead. There we go. Some of the Phoenix classes are actually starting to obey orders. That's refreshing. Destroyed secondary gun. This thing's taking more damage than I was expecting. Are you taking torpedoes yet? You lost them? Fine. We'll go for the bigger prizes. The heavy cruisers. Farino just derping her way in. We're all targeting the Waldeck. There. But why are you not burning as much as I thought you would? What's the Phoenix done? 1.6, 1.9, 787, 1K, 16, 900, 600, 500, 1.3. Very good performance on the DDs, and so far they've barely been damaged. Perfect. Very good. That's what I would like to see. Some solid performance out of the DDs. And they're not too pricey to run either. Okay, now we're gonna focus on the Waldeck. Take that out. Yeah, you're gone. Tonnerre, perhaps after that. There's still some angry smokescreen over there. Needs attention. Really? You're not gone? How much more do you need? Tell me. How much more do you need? Probably a few more on the bow. Okay, get to work. Ah! Hello. The destroyer over there. This guy has no torpedoes at all. Makes it interesting. Bulkheads? Maximum. And spacious crew quarters. Ooh. Hit this. And actually hit the Dubourdieu. Go, 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 go. Yes. Look at how quickly her hit point pool is dropping. She's not the target. Dead. She was not the target. Oh man. Poor thing. Except not really. Come round, finish what you started. That's not a battle cruiser, that's a heavy cruiser. Du Petit Touard. Badly burning. Short range torpedo attack hits. Dead. Oh, here's another one, the Tonnerre. Already did some damage to her. Let's do some more. Survivability of the Waldeck is quite surprising. I thought we'd have her by now. 4.4k, 4.5k, 2.5, 2.2, 2.4, 1.7. Tonnerre dead. Next! Wait. Okay. How far away are you guys? You're still chasing that DD. Fantastic. I just don't think you're quite gonna catch it, are you? Not a chance. Gotta love these DDs. So simple. Just a few guns, smaller guns, torpedo tubes, done. They really don't need much in order to be effective. I very much wonder how much fighting spirit the French still have left. Because I think it won't be a whole lot. Wait, we're flooding him? It really is death by 1,000 cuts. Set a course towards the Waldeck. Finish this thing on your way out. Look at this. You got a whole formation of DDs just sailing around that heavy cruiser. The poor salts can't go anywhere. 260 times. 55 fires. Oh, torpedo hit. No! It fell just short. What is taking so long? Good lord. Set a course to ram. What is this incompetence? I guess my crews haven't exactly worked out how to make use of those ships yet. Come on. Torpedo hit. Destroyed secondary gun. Stop blowing holes in your ally. Torpedoes going out. One hits, but it's a dud. 33% crew lost. 24. I'm not kidding, Solferino. Go for the ram. If your guns can't fucking well do it, then we're gonna use you as a torpedo. Ramming speed. Fuck off. Yeah. Thank you. See, was that hard? That wasn't hard. Just use the battleship as a battering ram. And the target will flood. Or just not have structural integrity left. Was it an expensive attack? Probably. I mean, my battleship is... it's dying. Oh well, I'm not gonna be sad if this thing dies. It might actually do that. Are you gonna live? Or no? Yeah, they're holding buoyancy on 7%. Oh well, whatever. Austro-Hungarian Navy, not scared of anything. Guns don't work? Don't worry, we got a ship you can throw into it. I know I can end the battle. I know I can potentially save the battleship that way, but... oh, she's fine. Whoa! Look at the pumps on this guy! Fixed. Floating back to, or floating back to 70. So you increased your buoyancy from 7% to 70? In a matter of minutes? Where can I find pumps like that? That's impressive. Come on. $500 hits, 134 fires. He's still here. %, structural integrity, 36% crew loss, low on, running lower on ammo. Phoenix P3 having done 7,000 damage as a DD? There's no convoy ships here, it's just impressive. Okay, let's go. I'm not hunting that DD. Look at that! Oh man. Star of the show, Solferino, for just ramming the shit out of a heavy cruiser that it couldn't sink. Yeah, no, of course you are. Yes, it's fine. Okay. I'm gonna take this one off screen because it's just one heavy cruiser. Let's see if we can make peace with the French again. And then potentially get either some more money out of them or maybe some more battleships. Let's see. I'll see you guys in the next episode where you're gonna find out. See you then.